Okay, so I'm heading to uni. I'm going to study in the main library for a bit before heading to the medical school to tutor before heading to the gym. In the library today, I started off by reading a set of notes from one of my HES lectures, which is my Healthcare and Societies module. I read through the notes, highlighting things I thought were important. Once I had finished, I learned the flashcards for that lecture. I found this is a really good way to get a little refresh on the lecture without having to watch the whole thing again, because I haven't managed to keep up with my Anki cards throughout the semester because it is just a lot of work as well as Anki cards on top, so I tend to learn my Anki cards closer to exams. So I will read through the lecture and I started learning my Anki flashcards before moving to the medical school so I could study there with some friends when they got there. I got some food, a chicken potato, beans and cheese, and a vegan cookie because I have no self-control and I didn't have time to make food this morning. But yeah. So I did about 7.5 hours of studying so far, and I'm at the gym. I'm gonna get changed and work out. After a really good leg day at the gym, I headed home where I went and picked up some new furniture. So I got a new chest of drawers for my bedroom today because I really needed more storage space in my room and I was feeling like treating myself. So I went and picked that up from Argos, headed home where I put it together and put it in my room before organising all my clothes into it. And it is the most gorgeous set of drawers ever because it's organised, not because it's my favourite set of drawers ever. When I have a house and you see me getting my furniture for my house, you'll know that this is not exactly the best drawers ever, but these ones are what I wanted at university and they've been really helpful so far. Okay, I'm heading to the medical school now. I'm going to be studying all day because reading week means study. Recently, I've been trying to mix up a little bit with my study locations and have been getting more into studying in the second floor library. It isn't as quiet as the first floor library, which is sometimes why I struggle because people do just have conversations on this one, as there is a lot more tables, but they are the same tables as downstairs, and my friends tend to like studying in here, so I'm getting more used to it. And because you do tend to have to be quiet, it means that we can't distract each other by talking to each other. But yeah, I got on with some more lectures today, doing more flashcards and filling in things that I needed to do in my to-do list, because reading week is all about catching up but also taking a little bit of a break from studying this week, so I do have a break this week. Okay, so I set up in my favourite room to come to work in to tutor, but it is 7 minutes past the start time and they're not here yet, so they might not come. So I've just loaded up my flashcards here while the tutoring is ready here, so if they do show up I can tutor, and if not I can keep on with the flashcards. So I'm getting my flashcards. I tutored for an hour. Now I'm back on studying because I had 3 hours of tutoring today, which has been kind of a pain because it's like study, get really into it, and then suddenly you have to tutor because you can't not. I just finished my tutoring and I was like, oh, I have an hour and a half. I could go home, make some dinner, then tutor for an hour, then go bed. And I was like, no. No. I've only done 4 hours 53 minutes, so basically 5 hours. I've done 5 hours of studying today, which is not long enough. So I am forcing myself to stay. I'm going to do these lecture flashcards for IIH. Now, it's a good job that I did not go home earlier in the day because there was so much stuff to do around the house. So first things first, I got in, I took the bins out, I opened all the windows and doors because I really wanted to air the house out a little bit. I then got all my washing that was on my bed and sorted it all out, putting it into my new drawers and my old drawers because I had organised all my clothes the night before but I had so much washing left to put away. So I finished off doing all my washing, tidying up the house, wiping down the surfaces, doing all my washing up. It was really nice to have a little refresh at home, cleaning the whole house while the boys weren't in, so I could just get on with it. And it finished with such a beautiful tidy room, so that I managed to do a little bit of chilling at my desk before my friends came over. I love the new way my room looks. As you can see, it's quite different. Then my Lego, which I got for my birthday from my parents, which is a cat and a mouse Halloween Lego. Now, I am going to take this as not seasonal because a pumpkin doesn't make this seasonal, but I love cats, so it's going to stay on my desk all year round, just like the Valentine's Lego stays in my room all year round. I then had some friends over for a nacho night and catch up from last year. So it's 9 a.m. I've been awake since 3:30 when my housemate got home from sports night. Haven't been able to sleep since, rolling around, just not getting back to sleep. I stood up to go to the bathroom and felt really tired. So I'm gonna get up, get some breakfast, get a drink, come back here. I'm gonna study at my desk today because I really don't want to go anywhere or do anything. I have realised that expecting to learn 2,500 flashcards in a week was unrealistic, to say the least. So the plan is to get the content that I need to do finished. So I've got a couple of worksheets, a couple of lectures I want to do again, and I want to get those done, write the flashcards, and be completely up to date. Everything on my spreadsheet be green. Do my flashcard reviews for the day, and then see where I'm at, because some of those tasks will take a while. Renal embryology is going to take me a very long time, so I'm going to do that tomorrow at the city centre library, because I think if I have the book and the videos at the library in the city centre tomorrow, I'm more likely to just focus on that one thing, because it probably will take me like 4 or 5 hours, so it'd be nice to focus on that one thing. I focused on getting a lot of work done today and managed to fill in a lot of things on my spreadsheet. The green is done, obviously, so I do have quite a way to go, but I did manage to get quite a bit of work done. The next day, I really did not feel like doing much work, so I headed to the gym where I got on with an upper body day, which was really good fun. I then chilled out a little bit with some friends, went to the pet shop, looked at the fish. I did do some lectures today. I didn't take the full day off, but I didn't record any study time lapses, so I didn't get to show you much. I then went to Nando's with a new friend who managed to get me discount, which was really good, and then McDonald's for dessert because Nando's doesn't have very good desserts. The next morning, I headed into the city centre, which I walked around for a little bit because the library didn't open till 11 and I was there a little bit earlier. But I walked around a little bit. I wanted to show you a little bit of the sights. I love living in a city like this because it's like a major city with big skyscrapers, but then it's also got these old classical buildings which just make it look so cool. Outside the city centre Birmingham Library, there is currently Ice Skate Birmingham and their big wheel and some more arcade rides that you're probably not familiar with, but it was really nice to see those because I'm going later today. Then I managed to finish off some really tough lectures that I've been struggling on with IAH and completely catch up that module and HES. Then did some tutoring whilst I was out before getting a Starbucks so I could charge my phone in the nearby ICC. I then did some skating, which was really good fun. It took me ages to get back into it though, because my feet kept sliding out from under me. But I only fell over twice, and it was really good fun skating, but it was really hard to film, as you can tell. I had a great time though, and I would highly recommend. After the ice skating, I headed to the German market where we all walked around a little bit before watching the second Black Panther movie in cinemas, which I would also highly recommend. I loved it. Saturday morning was really chill. I headed to Aldi, picked up some food, went bowling with a group of friends, which I did indeed lose both times, but the first time I didn't have the barriers up and everyone else did, so I count that as a little bit of a win. But I took Saturday completely off of studying, and then Sunday I woke up early and sat in my house and got on with some more lectures. Okay, so I just finished my washing up. I've made my bed, as you can see, and like tidied my room a bit. I just wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been doing this week. Outside of taking a little bit of a relaxing week, I've done about 30 minutes. I've done about 30 hours of studying this week, which is a good amount, I think, for a reading week. It's not quite a working week, but I have tutored about 8-9 hours and done some cleaning shifts, which is about 6 hours total. So that is a lot of work, really. But I wanted to show you what came yesterday. I got my Christmas tree in the post. It is 7'6" and I'm very excited. It is obviously an artificial tree. I didn't want to get a real tree. I want this to be able to move uni with me because I wanted it to be able to move between university houses with me, which I think is something that is really important for a uni student. And also it can last ages until I have enough money to buy a real tree every year. So I have an artificial tree. I got 7'6" one because my housemate is 6'4", so I wanted to be taller than him. And I'm putting it up on the 1st of December. Best believe it's going up on that Thursday. And yeah, so I got that. Doing my washing up, I've cleaned a little bit and it's nice to just get on top of that on a Sunday. It's always nice for a Sunday reset, just clean, get everything ready and all sorts. I did manage to study a little more on Sunday and had some food, but I didn't manage to film much else. But feel free to come back next week because next week's going to be a very realistic week back to medical school and I hope to see you there. So please like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed and I'll see you next time.